following is a presentation of Yankton Baseball on KYNT, your home team for Yankton Athletics. This broadcast is brought to you in part by Hy-Vee, Dakota Beverage, The Boathouse, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General, Triple Time Rudy's, the UPS Store, First Dakota National Bank, Yankton Medical Clinic, FNBO, Avera, Olson's Pest Technicians, Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance, First Chiropractic Centers, Larry's Heating and Cooling, Dole Distributing, Missouri River Associates, Vision Real Estate, Mason Schramm and the Move Group, MT and RC Smith Insurance, and Vision Care Associates. Now we go live to the field for Yankton Baseball on KYNT.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from Ronken Field on the campus of Augustana University. It's Yankton Bucks baseball in the state semifinals. The 4th seed Yankton Bucks taking on the Cinderella so far in the Class A state tournament. I say that only after one round. But the 8th seeded Watertown Arrows, they upset the top seed Harrisburg Tigers last night in what was a very fun game here at Ronken Field, 4-3 win for Watertown. So the 8th seeded Arrows, a dangerous underdog team right now in the state tournament. But when you look at the class top to bottom, there aren't a lot of teams that you would consider easy games in Class A. Should be a great matchup today. I'm Brayden Butler here for KYNT and KYN TV. Thank you for joining me this evening for Yankton Bucks baseball. Don't want to look too far ahead, but if Yankton does win against Watertown here in game number 1, they will play the state championship immediately following. We will continue as if it's a doubleheader style broadcast that you're used to on KYNT and KYN TV. So that's what we will continue doing if it gets that far, but you're only guaranteed one game. You got to win game 1 if you want to go to game 2. And that's what we're going to have today between Yankton and Watertown. Going to take our first break here on the Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee with a helpful smile in every aisle. But when we return, we're going to start breaking down this matchup between the Bucks and the Arrows. This is Yankton Baseball, KYNT, 102.1 FM, AM 1450. We're back in 3 minutes.
Looking for the perfect pair of glasses? At Vision Care Associates, we've got you covered. Step into our showroom and discover our vast selection from timeless classics to the latest trends. With several styles to choose from, you're sure to find the perfect match for your look. Experience personalized service and expert care, whether you need help finding the right frame or adjusting your new glasses for the perfect fit.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists, shop the sales, and get fuel savers. Talk about convenience. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
Ready to build your next project, but can't get anyone to show up or even give you a quote? Call John Kopp, owner of Kopp Building Innovations. He will show up and he will make sure you are happy with your project. Trust in Kopp Building Innovations. KBI is an authorized WIC builder offering custom solutions. Whether you need a residential garage, an agricultural pole barn, or a commercial building, we will work with you. For more information or to get a quote, visit koppbuildings.com.
Spring is here and the games are just getting started. From baseball season in full swing to NHL and even golf, At the Bar has it all on. Add in local matchups and more, and there's always a game worth watching. With TVs everywhere and a welcoming hometown feel, it's the perfect place to kick back and enjoy the game. So bring your friends, settle in, and be part of the crowd, where every cheer feels a little louder and every moment a little better together. You can watch the game anywhere, but the real fans gather at the bar in downtown Yankton.
Midwest Insurance Agency in Yankton is a proud supporter of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles. Hi, this is Whitney Devine. If you're looking for protection that fits your life, call me or Travis. We make coverage simple. Whether it's your home, car, or farm, we take time to understand your needs and find the right plan at the right price. You'll get personal service, trusted advice, and peace of mind knowing we're right here in Yankton. Call Midwest Insurance Agency in Yankton today to schedule your appointment.
I love 1919 root beer. It's the best over a big scoop of vanilla ice cream. My favorite is just ice cold 1919 poured over crunchy ice. It's so refreshing. It's the creamiest root beer ever.
1919 root beer is the perfect treat. Brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients. It's the creamiest, full-bodied, alcohol and caffeine-free draft root beer available. It's a taste tradition since, well, 1919.
Welcome back here on KYNT and streaming audio-wise, live on KYN TV. Obviously, exclusive video coverage is not held by us for the state tournament, so we are audio only. But thank you for joining us today for Yankton Bucks baseball in the state semifinals, potentially state championship tonight as well if they win Game 1 against the Watertown Arrows. Now looking at this matchup here on your Hy-Vee pregame show, Hy-Vee with a helpful smile in every aisle. Yankton and Watertown played twice in the regular season, right near the end of the regular season. It was the last road trip for Yankton. They swept Watertown, winning both those games, I believe 4-1 and 2-0. So a couple close games, but Yankton did win both of them over the Watertown Arrows when they met in the regular season. But it is tough to beat a team 3 times, and Watertown has all the momentum right now. They knocked off the #1 team in the state in Harrisburg just last night. A 4-3 win, a barn burner here at Ronken Field. And that's something that you can carry that confidence into another day and just grow your chances of being written into the history books, so to speak, with a potential state championship. Should be a lot of fun today. And I would be remiss if I didn't talk a little bit outside of baseball, a little personal story here. Up in Sioux Falls earlier today, a good friend of mine, well, 2 good friends of mine, they got married. So congratulations to Bailey and Josie Zubke now. 2 of the best people I've ever met at college, and got married today, so I'm in what I thought was my best dress for the wedding, but I was one of the only guys who didn't show up in a suit, so maybe I was underdressed, but I digress. I'm overdressed to call baseball, underdressed for a wedding. I'm somewhere in a happy medium, but congratulations to them. They're partying right now, and we're having a party right here at Ronken Field as well, as Yankton Bucks baseball is on the docket today. We're going to start with your stats in focus here, courtesy of Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first. You can give them a call today at 605-665-2020. And I've had conversations with Dr. Fieser in the past. That is one of the best phone numbers for a vision care clinic. I don't know how they managed to get that, but congratulations on that one. But looking at the stats on the year for the Yankton Bucks, now 21-4 after last night's win over Rapid City Stevens. Right now, as a team, they are hitting a .285 as a unit with a .440 on base, an .806 OPS, 175 hits, 33 for doubles, 4 triples, 3 home runs. They've driven in, they have 134 RBIs total. They've scored a total of 167 runs, 149 strikeouts to 149 walks, so perfectly balanced on the strikeout to walk category at the plate. As a pitching staff as a whole, we saw a heavy good dose of Sam Goki, and he is the only guy that's not available today. Beck Ronken came in the 8th inning last night in extra innings and shut things down, but he was under the limit where he could throw again today. So every arm besides Sam Goki is available, and top to bottom in this pitching staff across 164 total innings of baseball. This pitching staff, obviously 21-4. They are 4 for 4 on save opportunities. They've given up only 38 earned runs to 153 strikeouts, issued only 42 walks. They have a team ERA of 1.622, a team whip of 1.073, and they have held their opponents to a batting average against of .220. It's a very good Yankton baseball team, top to bottom. We're going to go back to break here on KYNT and KYN TV. When we come back, we're talking keys. That's key players, your key player, and your keys to the game for Yankton. That's coming up in 3 minutes. This is Bucks Baseball, KYNT, KYN TV. We're back after this.
The Boathouse in Yankton is for everyone. They have axe throwing, sports simulators, skee ball, shuffleboard, beanbags, pool, and darts, plus awesome drinks with lots of cold craft beers, seltzers, wines, and great non-alcoholic options. Try their burgers, pizza burgers, wings, fish, chicken strips, and more. Check out trivia on Tuesdays, free axe throwing tournaments on Wednesdays, and live music on Fridays. Some say it's the most fun you can have on land, so head to the Boathouse, downtown Yankton's fun gathering place for all ages.
Being wiser means peace of mind, especially when it comes to your home's comfort. Today's heating and cooling systems are advanced with technology designed to work smarter. Peace of mind means knowing the company you call understands that technology and has the experience to get it right. For nearly 80 years, Kaiser Heating and Cooling has been trusted with knowledgeable technicians and a commitment to doing the job right. So be the wiser and go with Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Credit union people are my people. Dreaming big, keeping life simple. Saving smart, living free. At Explorers Credit Union, you're just like me. We chart new trails, we stand tall. Together we rise, together we call. Credit union people are my people, it's true. And I found my crew at Explorers CU. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit explorerscu.com to join the journey today.
There's a difference when a convenience store is locally owned, and you feel it the moment you stop at Triple Time Rudy's. You'll get great quality fuel to keep you on the move, plus local and regional favorites like Dimmick Cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner Lockers. It's the kind of place that's convenient and connected to your community. Conveniently located at 17th and Broadway, Triple Time Rudy's, fueling your day, fueling your community.
A local business owner came into the UPS store with a large shipment of products for his online store. While they packed everything securely, he asked if they could also handle the international shipping. The answer? Of course they can. For over 9 years, the UPS store in Yankton has been helping business owners with both their printing and shipping needs. Whether you're sending a package across town or across the globe, they've got you covered. So stop by the UPS store in Yankton and ask about them about their shipping services or current print specials.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN TV. Keys time here on your Hy-Vee pregame show. We're going to start with your keys to victory, courtesy of Vision Real Estate, where their focus is always on you. First and foremost, elite base running, or aggressive base running, I should say. Yankton's very aggressive on the base paths when they get on. They didn't have a lot of base runners yesterday, as Brady Waddell for Rapid City Stevens really held them to just 2 hits. He was throwing 90 on the gun. He had 11 strikeouts. That was a tough pitcher to get a hit off of yesterday. Easton Fieser was able to drive in the first run of the game, the only run that Waddell gave up in the first inning with an RBI double that drove in Sam Goki. But after that, it was smooth sailing. But Vision Real Estate, keys to the game here, starting with aggressive base running when you're on the base paths, taking smart at-bats. There was a lot of first pitch swinging yesterday as well, which put Yankton behind in the count from an early point, which you can't do when you're going up against one of the best pitchers in the state. And your third key is going to be solid defensively. You can't make mistakes. You can't make errors. Not many errors at all this year for the Yankton Bucks. I feel like I can count on one hand. I might have to go to a second hand to count total errors for the Bucks this season, but very efficient baseball team out in the field. They can't make mistakes today in a big moment. Your key player of the game, courtesy of Missouri River Associates. At Missouri River Associates, their office is local. They know you by name, and your home, auto, and family are important to them. Key player today, we're going to go with the guy batting leadoff and getting the start on the mound. The guy who technically got credited with the win last night, as it was tied going into the 8th inning. He shut things down. That is Beck Ronken. 36 in the third innings pitched this season. That's 9 games across 5 starts. He has a 6-1 record. He has 1 save and 1 opportunity. He's given up 7 runs, only 4 of them earned. He has 33 strikeouts to 11 walks, a 7.71 ERA, a 1.156 WHIP, and a batting average against of .230. He is one of the absolute best of the best in Class A. And this is a pitching staff that has a couple of the best, and literally the best. The pitcher of the year, Sam Goki, he was earned that award yesterday afternoon. Also was named the Class A Player of the Year for the 2nd straight season, which after talking to Drew Lawrence in the postgame, first player ever to win Class A Player of the Year back-to-back like that. We're going to go back to break here on your Hy-Vee pregame show. When we return, we're talking about the starting lineups for both these teams. Yankton just wrapped up their infield. Watertown's going to take infield now. So we should be closing in within the next 10 minutes to first pitch here on KYNT and KYN TV. We're back in 3 minutes here on your Hy-Vee pregame show.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Life doesn't slow down for injuries, and neither should your care. With Yankton Medical Clinic Orthopedic Walk-In Care, you can be seen quickly, Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. No referrals, no long waits, just experienced, highly trained surgeons ready to help you heal and get back to what you love. And because we live right here in Yankton, your care stays close to home. I'm Dr. Jeremy Kudera, orthopedic surgeon with Yankton Medical Clinic. I'm proud to call Yankton home. We're your orthopedic team, and we're here for you.
Buying your first home? That's a big moment. A happy, feel-good, when's the housewarming party moment. When you're ready to look for a home, start with a local FNBO mortgage lender. We're here to answer questions, personalize the experience, and share our expertise so you can focus on your search. Start your application and get pre-qualified now at fnbo.com. Your mortgage moment is just around the corner, and FNBO will be there every step. Visit our nearest branch or go to fnbo.com. FNBO is an equal housing lender.
In Yankton, community means everything, and at Wilson Trailer, it's the heart of what they do. They're more than manufacturers, they're your neighbors. From sponsoring the Bucks and Gazelles to supporting the next generation of farmers and builders, they're proud to give back to the place they call home. For over a century, Wilson Trailer has stood strong, steady, and rooted in community. Because when Yankton thrives, we all move forward. Wilson Trailer in Yankton. Learn more at wilsontrailer.com.
Are you on track to retire? I'm Adam Boelter, a certified financial planner with Vantage Financial, born and raised in Yankton, South Dakota. My team and I pride ourselves on building trust through clear, honest advice tailored to your unique goals. From retirement planning to smart tax strategies, we'll create a personalized plan to help you feel confident and secure about your financial future. Visit vfplanning.com or search Adam Boelter, Vantage Financial, to schedule a 15-minute call today.
Vantage Financial Partners is a registered investment advisor. SEC registration does not constitute an endorsement of Vantage by the SEC, nor does it indicate that Vantage has attained a particular level of skill or ability.
If you want a job where your work matters, you belong at Avera. Here, we've invested in our workforce because every Avera team member drives our health ministry forward, making a difference in lives and communities every day. We offer competitive pay, great health insurance, and even career opportunities. We're putting people first, including you. Search for local job openings and apply at avera.org/careers.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. It's time to announce your starting lineups, courtesy of First Chiropractic Centers, making life better one adjustment at a time. Yankton will be the home team on the scoreboard as the number 4 seed. They are the higher seed as the 8-seeded Arrows knocked off the 1-seed Harrisburg Tigers last night in their quarterfinal matchup, So first we'll start with how Watertown will come to the plate today. Batting leadoff and playing left field will be number 7, Cole Hansen. Batting second, playing right field, number 23, Jackson Follick. Batting third, playing center field, number 22, Marcus Pitkin. Batting cleanup, the catcher, number 10, that's Jonathan Lake. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 2, Carter Bisker. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 5, Sam Olson. Batting seventh, the designated hitter today, number 24. There's no 24 listed on the... No, there he is, Max Sears. They had changed a number. Number 24, Max Sears today. Crossed out number 3 and put number 24 next to him. Batting 8th, the first baseman, number 12, Ashton Rabine. And batting 9th, rounding out the order, the third baseman, number 6, Kane Everson. On the mound today will be number 13, Jackson McClemens. We'll see if that's lucky or unlucky today for the Yankton Bucks. As for the Bucks, here's how they'll line up in the field to start things off. Playing left field will be Carter Boomsma. Tate Bestie will play in center. In right field will be Caden Hunoff. Third base will be Simon Kampshoff. Shortstop will be Jackson Kudera. Second base, Samuel Goki. First base, Easton Feeser. Your pitcher today on the mound is Beck Reichen. He will hit for himself. And your catcher behind the plate is Gavin Johnson. They will use a designated hitter, though, in the lineup. Christian Weir will bat 8th, the designated hitter, and he will hit in place of Caden Hunoff. It's a full bench as well, so all the reserves available for Yankton. Those are your starting lineups, courtesy of First Chiropractic Centers. Once again, making life better one adjustment at a time. We're going to take another break, come back in a couple minutes, and hopefully have your first pitch, courtesy of the Boathouse. Back in 3 minutes from Ronken Field in Sioux Falls. Back in 3 minutes.
In nearly every family's lineage, there's a tie to agriculture. It's a legacy reflected in how we raise our kids, help our neighbors, and respect what we have. Farmers Union Insurance was built on that legacy. And while our roots are in agriculture, our protection has grown to include home, auto, business, health, and life. Protect your legacy. Farmers Union Insurance.
Have a craving for wings or delicious burgers or pivo fries? Come sink your teeth into the mouth-watering burgers and wings at Checkers Sports Bar and Grill in Yankton. With a menu that's flavor frenzy, there's something for every fan. Grab your friends, bring your family, and head down to Checkers. Checkers Sports Bar and Grill is Yankton's favorite spot for food, friends, and sports. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Your game days belong at Checkers.
Need custom clothing for your team, fundraiser, business, or event? Let JJ Benji's make it easy. Forget about taking orders, collecting money, and handing out shirts yourself. JJ Benji's handles everything for you. They create a custom online store with the merchandise you want to offer. Items are ordered and paid for online, and JJ Benji's ships the items directly to them. All you have to do is share the link or QR code. That's it. Contact JJ Benji's in Yankton to learn more about it.
I'm Colby Cookta, one of your Yankton Edward Jones financial advisors. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles on KYNT.
Call 605-653-4860 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs.
I'm Colby Cookta, financial advisor Edward Jones Yankton, member SIPC.
At Mount Marty University, students get real support and real opportunities.
Hi, I'm Maya, and I'm a business major at Mount Marty University. The professors here at Mount Marty are just amazing. They're very good about supporting me through future internships and jobs that they try and line me up with, and they also provide real life experiences in the classroom through projects and speakers and things like that.
Start your journey online at mountmarty.edu.
Did you ever hear that termites only swarm to feed and mate during the springtime? Well, that's just a myth. Here's the fact. While they do swarm to mate in the spring, termites eat wood 24/7 year-round. In fact, termites cause an average of $5 billion in property damage every year, and that's no myth. A pest professional is your best defense against the devastation rodents, termites, roaches, and ants can cause to your home and family.
Olson Pest Technicians, 1-800-KIL-BUGS.
Both teams have taken infield here at Ronken Field, and now the hacky sacks have come out, so we're passing time until first pitch now, I guess. Watertown has the hacky sack at their feet. Yankton, I can't see them. I think they're in the dugout getting the last-minute pep talk from head coach Drew Lawrence. Should be a fun matchup today between the Yankton Bucks and the Watertown Arrows. It's 4 versus 8 here in the state semifinals. The winner of this game, as we can take a look at the playoff bracket so far, the tournament bracket so far, courtesy of Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. So here's the first round matchups. In game 1 of the tournament, Sioux Falls Jefferson took a 5-3 win over Pierre in the 3-6 matchup. They moved on to today, and they were the first game today. Second game yesterday was Yankton over Rapid City Stevens in a 2-1 win. Game 3 yesterday, the top-seeded Harrisburg Tigers fell to the 8th seed Watertown 4-3. That gave us our Yankton and Watertown matchup. And Brandon Valley defeated O'Gorman last night 10-7. Went late into the night here at Ronken Field. Brandon Valley advanced to a matchup with Sioux Falls Jefferson, which they won earlier today 6-1. So the winner of this game will face the Brandon Valley Lynx immediately following. I think I'm going to give them about 20, at most 30 minutes between those games, and we're going to first pitch and have it live for the state championship. If Yankton makes it, we'll have that for you here on KYNT and KYN-TV. If Yankton has their season unfortunately come to an end in the semifinals, that would do it for our broadcast today. But should be a lot of fun. Yankton Bucks baseball here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Had a 3-umpire setup yesterday. We got 4 today. So there's going to be an ump at every base. Of course, the home plate umpire as well. They're exchanging lineups now at the plate. I know yesterday they had to move to a rolling schedule, so they couldn't get as much pomp and circumstance about announcing lineups and things of the like. So looks like they're going to get that pomp and circumstance today as the rain has stayed away this afternoon in Sioux Falls. We're going to go back to one more break here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Just 2 minutes, and we'll come back here at Ronken Field. This is Yankton Bucks baseball. Back in 2 minutes.
If you've been suffering from chronic pain or a recent injury,
Check us out, Lane, Reed, and Cole Sawatsky at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab.
We offer a wide variety of treatments and techniques, including dry needling, cupping, chiropractic adjustments, and sports rehabilitation.
Our mission is to ensure an individualized and efficient treatment plan to get you back on your feet.
From ankle sprains and sports injuries to neck pain and headaches, we've got your back.
Give us a call or book an appointment on our website. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy.
Located on Summit Street across from the high school.
Do you struggle with dry contacts? At Vision Care Associates, we have a great option. Infused contact lenses by Bosch & Lomb. Infused lenses are designed to ensure that your eyes stay hydrated and irritation-free, even after a full day of wear. Our doctors specialize in fitting these lenses for maximum comfort and optimal vision. Schedule your consultation and experience the all-day comfort and crisp, clear vision you deserve.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
At H&H Roofing, we don't just fix roofs, we protect families. We're family-owned, locally operated, and dedicated to keeping our community safe and dry. Every nail, every shingle, every handshake, it all matters to us. From repairs to full roof replacements, we treat every home like it's our own. Because when your home is secure, we feel secure. For honest work and dependable results, trust the local team that cares. Call H&H Roofing in Yankton today. We've got you covered.
The SureCo exclusive SureLink wireless remote system features the most advanced industrial Bluetooth technology and best-in-class express operation. Operate any SureCo electric product with the SureLink Pro and EZR remotes or with your smartphone using the SureLink app. To learn more, contact your authorized SureCo distributor or find us at sureco.com. Demand the best. Demand SureCo.
FM 1021 and AM 1450 KYNT Yankton.
Brayden Butler here live from Ronken Field on the campus of Augustana University. It is the state semifinals. The winner of this matchup between Yankton and Watertown will take on the Brandon Valley Lynx for a state title. I know all the teams involved today. They play Legion baseball. There will be a Legion season, but you want to end the high school season on a high note. It's going to be important for both these teams today to try to fight for a state championship later tonight. You got to get through each other before you can find Brandon Valley, but it should be a great game this evening. They're announcing the starting lineups officially here now at Ronken Field.
Batting second in right field, number 23, Jackson.
While we wait, we already went over the starting lineups.
Batting third in center field, number 22, Marcus Pitkin.
Sorry, as soon as I pulled him up,
Jonathan Lake.
It went away again.
Batting fifth, the shortstop.
Technical difficulties, please stand by, I guess, but I digress. Went over your starting lineups already, but your coaches for both these teams. Head coach of the Watertown Arrows is Ryan Neal. He's assisted by Alex Gower and Travis Schmidt. Bat boy River Neal for the Arrows. I know head coach Drew Lawrence, assisted by Trey Creer and Peyton Mueller for the Yankton Bucks. They're announcing the lineups order one more time, so we'll rapid fire through both lineups once again. It'll be for Watertown. Batting first, Cole Hansen. Batting second will be Jackson Follick. Batting third, Marcus Pitkin. Batting fourth, Jonathan Lake. Batting fifth, Carter Bisker. Batting sixth, Sam Olson. Batting seventh, Max Sears. Batting eighth, Ashton Rabine. And batting ninth will be Kane Everson. Pitching today for the Arrows, number 13, Jackson McClements. For the Yankton Bucks, we talked about how they're lining up in the field, but this is how they'll come to the plate. Batting leadoff and pitching will be Beck Reichen. Batting second, playing second base, Sam Goki. Batting third, playing first base, Easton Fieser. Batting fourth, playing catcher, Gavin Johnson. Batting fifth, the center fielder, Tate Bestie. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Carter Boomsma. Batting seventh, the shortstop, Jackson Kudera. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Christian Weir. And batting ninth, the third baseman, Simon Kamshoff. Caden Hunoff will play right field, but Weir will play in his place. Umpires today, I mentioned a four-man crew. They're brought to you by the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General. They are the law on the diamond, and obviously this is the best of the best. You don't call in the second-rate umpires for the state tournament, ladies and gentlemen. So guys I recognize from state tournaments of the past, both Legion and high school.
Number 4, Jackson Kura. 98, the designated hitter. Number 7, Christian Ware. The third baseman, number 10.
Excuse me there. I'm battling a cough all week. I'm at the point where I might get that checked, but it is what it is. Both teams have been announced their lineup as if we're going to do the national anthem. So if we do, we're going to go to a quick break. So I'll keep you posted real quick.
Drew Lawrence, your umpires for game number 2 tonight. Behind home plate, Jason Bates. At first base, John Kirshner. At second base, Don Johnson. And at third base, Jason Seitz. We have already played the national anthem.
There we go.
At game number 1.
They played ahead of game number 1, so we will not have the national anthem for game 2, like I expected, but you never know. You know what they say about assuming. Today's broadcast is live from the Fairfield Inn & Suites and Holiday Inn Express broadcast booth, which today is the broadcast landing. I am in amongst the fans, including the people that signed my paychecks. The Beckers are here. Hi, Doyle. So I got to do a good job or I might get fired, but I digress. Should be a great game this evening. Beck Ronken will get the start on the mound. Went over his stats a little earlier on, but pitched just 1 inning yesterday, got credited with the win. Didn't throw 30 pitches is the mark that you got to hit. You can't pitch the next day. So Beck Ronken available today to pitch. The only guy not available to throw innings on the mound is Sam Goki, as he threw his, I believe he got up to 105, if not very close, before they brought in Beck for the 8th. And Beck was dominant in that 8th inning. 2 of the 3 outs he got were via the punch out. We'll see if we can continue that here. Day number 2 of the state tournament. Due up this top of the first inning, the 3-batter minimum for the Watertown Arrows. It'll be Hanston, Follick, and Pitkin. Jonathan Lake would bat cleanup if it gets to him. He is catching today as well. Both teams using the catchers as their cleanup men, as Gavin Johnson will be batting cleanup for the Yankton Bucks. It's a packed house on hand today. Fans of the game, courtesy of Triple Time Rudy's. Whether you're driving to a home or, in this case, an away game, be sure to fill up at Triple Time Rudy's. They're out on Broadway in Yankton. That's where I filled up the KYNT fleet today. Hard to miss the big Dodge Ram. Decked out in our company stickers. It's out in the parking lot here now at Ronken Field. Far away from the ball field. I'm not trying to pay for any damages to that one, but we're ready to go. First pitch here from the Boathouse. The most fun you can find on land. We're in downtown Yankton. First pitch from Beck Ronken is in there for strike 1. It's an 0-1 count to the leadoff man, Larson.
6:13, 74 degrees.
6:13 p.m. first pitch. 13 minutes after the scheduled time of 6 p.m. As that one is swung through and fouled into the net for strike 2. We're basically on pace for what we wanted to be. Wanted to throw the first pitch at 6 p.m. It ends up being 6:13. They wanted to throw the first pitch of game 1 at 3:30. Ended up being 3:42. So we're on pace. Here's a chopper over the head of Ronken at the pitcher mound. Over to the second baseman. Goki not in time to first. Larson able to beat it out down the first base line. And it's a leadoff base runner after an 0-2 count for the Watertown Arrows. Watertown will now welcome their right fielder to the plate, Jackson Follick. Tell you, it's almost a different season than it was yesterday. It was cold, it was rainy. Today, sun's shining. It's honestly a little warm. Runner takes off for second base. Gavin Johnson with a throw down, tag down, not in time. Larson is safe at second. So the leadoff man beats out an infield single and then steals second base, and Watertown has a runner in scoring position and a 1-0 count here to Follick. Ronken working out of the stretch here. Works from the left side of the pitcher's rubber. Johnson shading outside a bit. Ronken, his pitch is popped up, playable though. Ronken working his way underneath of it off the pitcher's mound, calls off the dogs and gloves it for out number 1. 1 down now here for the Watertown Arrows. That's going to bring Marcus Pitkin, the center fielder, to the plate.
Number 22, Marcus Pitkin.
And it moves Jonathan Lake, the catcher, into the on-deck circle. Still got his leg guards on just in case something happens where he's not going to come to the plate, but actually check that. It looks like he's going to take those babies off to take a couple practice hacks in the on-deck circle. Here's Pitkin, the right-handed center fielder. Covers a lot of ground out there. Been watching him. He's been playing at the varsity level, at the senior legion level for a couple years now for Watertown as he takes ball 1. Covers a lot of ground out in center field. Memory serves me right. I remember hearing that he's going to be playing college ball. I don't remember where, but good luck to him in the future. Ronken checking the runner at second. Now he'll fire home to Pitkin. That one's in there for the first strike of the at-bat. 1-1 count now to the 3-hitter for Watertown. Goki checking the runner at second is from his second base spot. That one tips the top of the net and falls back into the field, but it's a foul ball from Pitkin. That was pretty close to the top of that. That was almost a souvenir here on the landing. Pitkin steps in again. It's the 1-2. Ronken comes out of the mound, likes what he sees from his catcher Johnson. Checks the runner at second, now fires home, leaves it low and away. It gets away from Johnson, and Larson's now on third base. Maybe the Little League coaches were right, ladies and gentlemen. You always run it out because what looked like it was going to be an infield ground ball took a interesting hop over the head of Beck Ronken on the pitcher's mound. He couldn't get a glove on it, and Goki was too late getting it to first, and Larson got to first that way, and now a steal and a pass ball got him to third base. First run of the game, 90 feet away for the Arrows. It won't come on that pitch as it's a ball. Didn't miss by much. 3-2 count now. Full count to Marcus Pitkin. Ronken trying to settle in here. The 3-2 swung on, sent into center field. Bestie trying to track it down. It'll bounce in front of him. Runner takes off from third. Bestie's just going to eat it. First run of the game belongs to the Watertown Arrows as Larson comes home on the RBI single from Marcus Pitkin. Bestie kind of double clutched on that one, and so he's kind of taking responsibility in center field, saying, my bad. Might have had a play at home if he let it go, but double clutched, and I don't think he trusted it. Was more focused on keeping the runner at first there. 2 hits, 1 run, 1 out. Here at the top of the first, that brings Jonathan Lake to the plate, and he's first pitch swinging. In foul territory, Feaser's giving chase, but it's a souvenir. Now the kids are keeping him as a souvenir. You get $1 back at the front gate, so kids have just been running the foul balls down to get dollars today. Ronken comes set out of the stretch. Runner on first is Pitkin. Throw home, chopper in the middle infield. Goki up with it, over to Kudera. Got the man at second, over to first, in time. It's a 4-6-3 double play. Goki, Kudera to Feaser, and that ends the inning. But damage is done. 1 run comes across in the top of the first for the Watertown Arrows. Nobody gets stranded on base. Yankton comes to the plate for the first time today when we come back. This is Yankton Bucks Baseball, KYNT, KYN-TV. Back in 1 minute.
When you make the right decision, it feels good. Like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision too. That's why State Farm agent Rhonda Westland is right here in Yankton to help you select the right protection at the right price. Rhonda will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Rhonda Westland, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It's easy to fall into the weekend warrior routine. A long hike, a hard gym session, a pickup game, or a full day of yard work can feel productive until your body reminds you it hasn't been building up to that load. This is Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson with First Chiropractic Centers. Injuries often happen when the demand suddenly outpaces what your joints and muscles are prepared for. Want to stay active without the setbacks? Visit First Chiropractic Centers today with offices in Yankton, Hardington, Tyndall, and Wagner, inspiring and empowering others to healthier living.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. McClemmon's getting the start on the mound for Watertown. Now I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, he is a tall human being on the mound. Memory serves me right, he was a member of the basketball team as well this past winter, so might be able to see just how tall he is. But it will be Ronken, Goki, and Fiza, the 3-batter minimum here to lead things off for Yankton. And yes, Jackson McClemens is listed as 6'5" for the senior. Pitcher's duel to start things off. Beck Ronken hitting for himself on the mound. He's batting leadoff. McClemens into his windup. First pitch swinging. Ronken almost got it past the third baseman across the diamond in time. Good glove over there at third. Moving to his left and making a good play for out number 1.
Now batting second baseman number 11, Samuel Goki.
I think both games of this state tournament, Beck Ronken has got a decent piece of the first pitch he's seen. But both of them have resulted in outs. First pitch to Goki in there for strike 1. Goki down, 0-1 in the count. This one ripped into left field, though, and that one is going to drop for a base knock. Very similar to yesterday. Goki takes the turn at first. He's heading to second. They're saying the ball's out of play. No, Goki makes the turn, heading to third. Close play, ball gets away. A triple for Sam Goki. The ball was deep in the corner here at Ronken Field, and I think initially it was signaled that it was out of play, but it remained in play. The official waved it off, and Goki's able to scoot around for a triple, and the tying run only 90 feet away, and this is the exact situation Easton Feeser found himself in yesterday. 1 out, runner on in scoring position, and he drove a RBI double into left center field that scored Goki. See if he can do something similar here. McClemens into his windup. Feeser takes ball 1 on the outside. It was still a close play at third, even despite the chicanery. Feeser fouls that one, I think, off of himself and out of play. McClemens has only thrown 5 pitches so far. He's gotten 1 out, a 1-1 count on Feeser, and a runner on third. Here's McClemens with the 1-1. Feeser pops that one foul, and that one is on the roof of a nearby building, I assume used by Augustana University. Feeser's going to step out. Umpire's going to signal something here. Didn't catch what started that, was looking down at Game Changer, so play ball. McClemens into his windup. He wheels and deals. Feeser swings through it, strike 3. 2 down now in the inning, and McClemens might be able to strand a runner at third base and hold on to the 1-run lead here in the bottom of the first. Batting cleanup today, as he has all season, Gavin Johnson, also playing behind the plate for the Bucks. McClemens into his windup here. He'll fire home outside for ball 1. You're listening to the Yankton Bucks baseball on KYNT 102.1 FM, AM 1450. KYNT is a Riverfront broadcasting station. Brayden Butler here on the call for you today. Here's the 1-0 home. Outside, ball 2. There's a 2-0 count now from McClemens to Johnson. Tate Bestie waits in the on-deck circle. McClemens finds the zone on that one. 2-1 count now to Yankton's catcher. And with that pitch, McClemens just hitting the double-digit mark. It's his 10th pitch, and his 11th is on a line at the shortstop. But what a play out there by Bisker. Great play by Bisker at short. Gloves a liner and ends the inning. They strand Sam Goki at third. No runs come across. 1 hit, no errors. 1-0 your score. Watertown leads. They're going to try to add to it, and we come back in the top of the second. This is Yankton Bucks baseball. KYNT, KYN-TV. We're back in 1 minute.
Clean, inspect, test, repeat. That sums up a Comfort Care Club membership at Larry's Heating and Cooling. In the spring and fall, Larry's will come to your home to clean, inspect, and test your heating or cooling system. And also, as a member of Larry's Comfort Care Club, you get discounts on parts and labor, priority service scheduling, and no overtime charges. Clean, inspect, and test. Repeat. The Comfort Care Club from Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermilion.
Play ball! This is John Marquardt. As an umpire, I know when it's time to step up to the plate and give it your best. And the time for me to step up is now, so I'm running for the District 18 House in the primary election. I've had extensive experience on the Yankton County Commission, and I will represent the entire district.
Vote by absentee or on June 2nd for John Marquardt for District 18 House of Representatives. Paid for by Friends of John Marquardt.
Welcome back here from Ronken Field in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. It's the Class A baseball state semifinals. The Yankton Bucks taking on the Watertown Arrows. And the Bucks find themselves behind here in the top of the second. 1-0. Still plenty of time to erase that deficit and potentially take a lead of your own, but they had a golden opportunity last inning. Runner on third with 1 out. But a strikeout and a line out, retiring the side and stranding Sam Goki at third. First pitch of this inning is a ball. Beck Ronken on the mound for his second inning of work. That one was his 14th pitch. This one popped up and out of play, foul.
Return that foul ball to the front gate for an out.
It will be Carter Bisker, who just made a great play at shortstop, leading things off this half inning for Watertown as he takes that one low and away for ball 2. With Bisker at the plate, that puts Olsen in the on-deck circle and Sears in the hole. That's your 3-batter minimum for Watertown. This one popped up over my head and out of play. There's a couple cars parked back in that parking lot where these foul balls keep falling at. You are braver than I am for parking your car over there. 2-2 count now as Ronken fires home. Bisker sends this one down the right field line. It's drifting foul, but still chasing after it is Hunoff. It's going to end up in the right field bullpen. We'll do it again on a 2-2. Ronken takes a deep breath. Quick through his windup. Maybe a little too quick. Leaves that one low and away for a ball. Full count now. The leadoff man, Carter Bisker. The 3-2. This one fouled over our heads. We'll do it again. We'll get another payoff pitch. Bisker sends this one into left center field. Boozwa trying to run it down. It's going to drop one hop in front of the warning track, and Bisker's got a leadoff double. Leadoff base runner gets on to start both of the first 2 innings for the Watertown Arrows. It was Larson in the first. He came around to score on an infield single, stole a base, advanced to third on a pass ball, and then was driven in. Now Bisker, a leadoff double. We'll see if Olsen can be the man to bring him home. This is Sam Olsen at the plate, the second baseman. Batting 6th in the Watertown lineup. Ronken fires home. Olsen into center field. Bestie, it drops in front of him. It's a base hit. Runners at the corners for Watertown. And the Arrows have been seeing Beck Ronken well here in game number 2 of their state tournament.
Designated hitter number 24, Max Sears.
Some signals from head coach Drew Lawrence in front of the Yankton dugout.
Here you go, Beck.
Ronken misses high for that one. Ball 1. Here to Max Sears. Nobody out. 2 runners on. Runners at the corners. It's Bisker on third. Olsen on first. Ronken out of the stretch. Fires home. Leaves that one inside for a ball. 2-0 count now. And head coach Drew Lawrence is going to want to take a mound visit. And talk to his man, Beck Ronken. And Beck's been a fantastic pitcher all year long. Just struggling a little bit here in the early goings of this one, but we've seen before the way it gets compared sometimes to Mr. Miyagi, or at least Josh and I have compared him to Mr. Miyagi, the way he can calm his pitchers down on the mound for Drew Lawrence. We'll see if he did just that. Whatever words of wisdom he shared with his man, Beck Ronken. Big news for Beck earlier this week. Officially announced his commitment. He said he'd been holding it under his hat since December. but officially signed on with Dakota State for baseball. 2-0 home in there for strike one. 100% success rate so far on whatever Drew Lawrence had to say. It's a 2-1 count now. Sears still at the plate. Ronken comes set, fires over to first, not there in time, but forcing the runner to dive back in. Stoic at third base is the leadoff man, Bisker. Olsen takes his lead off of first, Bisker off of third. Both staying fairly close to the bag. Ronken fires home, that one fouled back into the net. From 2-0 to a mound visit to 2-2. Ronken battling back in this at-bat after some early struggles. They trail 1-0 to the Bucks. Nobody out here, top of inning number 2, with runners on the corners. Throw over to first, not there in time. And those are dangerous. If you misplay it over at first, that's giving up basically a free run from third, but you got one of the best first basemen in the state over there in Easton Fieser. Ronken fires home the 2-2. This one popped up, potentially playable. Kampschoff drifting into foul territory. Boomsman near it as well. Kampschoff will call him off and glove it. The sophomore brings it in for Yankton. Quite a bit of ground that covered there by Carter Boomsman in left field. Ends up falling in the glove of Simon Kampschoff for the first out. Here's Ashton Rabine now to the plate. Rabine, the 8-hitter, playing first base. Kane Everson on deck, and then it flipped to the top of the order with Hansen. Ronken taking his time. First pitch to Rabine, showing bunt, gets it down. Ronken up with it, throws it home. Misplayed at home plate. The ball got away from the catcher, Gavin Johnson. Runner takes off from second to third. Well-placed bunt there from Ashton Rabine. Everybody's safe for Watertown, and another run scores. It's 2-0 Arrows here on the top of the second.
Now batting third baseman number 6, Kane Everson.
Here's Kane Everson now to the plate, the 9-hitter. Everson playing third base today for Watertown, and it's the exact situation Ronken just found himself in, but now there's an extra run on the board. I haven't put it up yet here in center field, but there should be one more run. Should be 2-0 here. Throw over to first, not there in time, keeping Rabine near the bag. Ronken taking his time. Now comes set on the mound. He'll fire home to Everson, showing bunt, back to Ronken, and Ronken goes to first instead this time, gets the out, but another run scores, and Yankton now down 3-0. Great piece of small ball play from the Watertown Arrows. Everson did a job on that one, and now it's back to the top of the order with Cole Hansen. Hansen singled, infield single to lead this game off, stole second, advanced to third on a pass ball, and then came around to score. He was driven in by Marcus Pitkin. Pitkin now in the hole. Follick now in the on-deck circle. First pitch to Hansen, missed for a ball. It's a 1-0 count. 2 down here. A 3-0 game, and this one is fouled high and off the building here nearby.
Bring that to the front gate for $1.
I can see over to the Augustana football field right now. It's right next door here to Ronken Field, and looks like they're tearing down from their graduation earlier today. This one ripped into left field, but Boomsma will be underneath of it for out number 3. The damage stopped, but 3-0 Watertown leads heading into the bottom of the second inning. Yankton's bats need to get going when we come back. This is Yankton Bucks Baseball, KYNT and KYN TV. Back in 1 minute.
Are you tired of sugary sports drinks that make you crash faster than your team's playoff hopes? Strike out thirst like a champ with Liquid Death. It's 100% mountain water, no sugar, no weird colors, no fake flavors, just pure hydration that's cooler than your walk-up song. Perfect for dugouts, doubleheaders, and post-game victory laps. Because swinging for the fences is easier when you're not running on fruit punch and regrets. Whether you're playing, practicing, or just pretending to stretch, grab a Liquid Death and crush your thirst with style.
At Elwood Family Dental Care, they believe you should understand your dental health, not just receive it. They'll show you your x-rays and photos, Explain the why behind any treatment and make sure you feel confident about your care. And if you have dental insurance, it's a good time to use it. New patient exams and x-rays are often covered at 100%. Learn more at elwoodfamilydentalcare.com, where they take care of the entire family.
Jackson McClemens on the mound for his second inning of work, as there are some fans on the field. They're told to step off of the field of play. But Jackson McClemens on the mound for his second inning of work. Tate Bestie will be the first man to greet him. First pitch swinging, two-hopper to Biscuit, short over to first base in time to retire the leadoff man. Top 2 innings so far for Yankton have led off with a one-pitch out. See if Carter Boomsma can change things up here as he steps into the into the right-handed batter's box off the on-deck circle. Jackson Kudera now on deck. Should put Christian Weir in the hole. Pitch outside for a ball there from McClemens, 1-0. Kudera, a sophomore, but has become a staple of the middle infield after being more of just a rotational guy when the season started. He is the everyday second baseman now, and when Beck Ronken goes to the mound, you see him ply his trade at shortstop. As Boomsma at the plate rips one right back to the pitcher, McClemens, for the out. But now Jackson Kudera will come to the plate. 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Yankton finds themselves down 3-0 to Watertown. Here's McClemens, quick into his windup. He fires home. Kudera checks his swing, but didn't matter. It was strike called anyway. Here's McClemens, the 0-1, outside, ball 1. Christian Weir in the on-deck circle, serving as the designated hitter today. Simon Kampshoff in the hole. That's the 9 batter. Kudera into right field, but it will be gloved in right for out number 3. 1, 2, 3, go the Bucks. No hits, no runs, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the top of the third in a 3-0 ball game. Watertown looks to increase their lead when we come back in 60 seconds. This is Yankton Bucks Baseball, KYNT, KYN-TV.
Does your insurance agent know you by name? Do you see them at the school pickup or around town? Home and auto insurance is more than just premiums and deductibles. It's about having someone who truly understands you and your family. We take the time to get to know your life, your needs, and what matters most, so you have the right coverage when it counts. Call me, Skylar Sherman with Missouri River Associates in Yankton today for insurance you can trust from someone who's truly local.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but not sure where to start? I'm Deb Speck with Vision Real Estate, and I'm here to guide you every step of the way. With 20 years of experience and a passion for finding the perfect match, I'll work hard for you, answer all your questions along the way, and make it stress-free. Call me at 605-664-5555, and let's get moving.
Jackson Follett will lead things off, the right fielder. He just ended the last half inning with a fly ball that he snagged out and right, so gets to lead off the top of the third as Watertown put up 1 in the first, 2 in the second. Yankton wants to stop that trend because if it continues, it'd be 3 in the third. Ronken ahead in the count, 0-1 after a first pitch strike. This one popped foul down the right field line, not playable. Strike 2 on Follett. Follett steps into the box to face the 0-2 from Ronken. That one misses the zone low for a ball. One-two count. Ronken's thrown 35 pitches so far today. And his 36th is a single back up the middle for Follett. Well hit ball just over the head of Ronken on the mound. Nobody could snag it in the middle infield. And it rolls all the way to Bestie in center. 3 straight innings with a leadoff base runner. 2 singles and a double for the Arrows. And here comes Marcus Pitkin. Pitkin drove in the first run of the game. He scored Hansen from third base. Cole Hansen. 37th pitch of the day from Ronken on its way, and Pitkin, hard shot at Kamshoff at third, over to second, pulls Goki off the bag. It's an error into right field. We're going to have runners at the corners for the Watertown Arrows with nobody out. That's going to bring Jonathan Lake, the cleanup man, and he's got quite a bit to clean up with 2 runners on. In a 3-0 ball game. Watertown now with 5 hits, and Yankton with 2 errors. Talked in the pregame about how they had limited errors throughout the year. That one left high for a ball from Ronken, but they are not doing that right now. They had 20 errors as a team in the regular season. I undersold it a little bit, saying I could count it on both my hands, but 20 errors as a team, an average of just 1 error a game. They have 10% of their league total right now. I actually checked that. They are 21-4, so that's less than 1 a game. Because that one's in there for a strike, but 20% or 10% of their season total already committed in the first 2 innings and change. Here in the top of the 3rd. Lake finds himself in a 1-1 count from Ronken. This will be the 40th pitch of the day for Beck. Runner takes off. It's a hit and run. Lazy fly ball into center field is gloved by Bestie. It might be deep enough to score the run from third. It is deep enough to score the run from third. Follett gets home after his leadoff single, and that's the 4th run of the game for the Watertown Arrows. They lead 4-0 here in the top of the 3rd. Here comes Carter Bisker to the plate. Bisker had a great snag to end the bottom of the 1st inning for Watertown. As would have been a hit, but he dove to his left and brought it in on a line drive. 41st pitch of the game for Beck Ronken. Can't find the zone for a ball. Ronken taking his time before towing the rubber this time. Now he steps on, gets the call from his catcher Johnson. Runner takes off. It's a hit and run, and this one executed to perfection. It drops in front of Tate Bestie, and around second, heading to third, is Marcus Pitkin. It feels like most of the last innings, most of every trip to the plate for Watertown, they've had runners on the corners. That's the same here. First base for Bisker, third base for Pitkin.
Number 5, Sam Olsen.
Here comes Sam Olsen to the plate now, and we're going to get a mound visit from head coach Drew Lawrence. Looks like he's going to call in his team for a huddle on the mound. Not taking the ball from his starter, Beck Ronken. Ronken's at 42 pitches. He's given up some hits, 6 hits so far. They've been able to get on him, but a couple errors in the field have directly led to runs. It's been a mixed bag, to say the least, and not in a good way for the Yankton Bucks. They trail 4-0 here in the top of inning number 3, and with only 1 out on the board, Watertown can do more damage with Sam Olsen at the plate. Only 1 runner on. It's Bisker at first. Now check that. Runners at the corners. Pitkin now coming back out. I can't remember if he was just scored on a sac fly, but no, he's over at third after he was the runner at first when that sac fly happened. Ronken comes set. He rocks and fires to Olsen. Low and outside for ball 1. 1-0 count here from Ronken, top of inning number 3. Yankton trails 4-0 here to Watertown. We're going to need to start clawing away at the bottom half of this inning, but need to stop the bleeding here in the top of the 3rd. Swing and a miss there from Olsen. Talked a little bit yesterday about how the right field fence is pulled in a little bit here at Ronken Field. It is 3-10 to right, as I'm seeing Boston Frick warm up in the first base dugout or bullpen. Olsen takes this one into right field. It's a base knock, an RBI single for Sam Olsen. Pitkin scores, and an error on the throw in. Runners are going to stay where they are, but Yankton has just not been firing on all cylinders out in the field today, as the scoreboard shut off for a moment. But 5-0 Watertown leads here in the top of the third. 1 out for Max Sears. And immediately rips it on the ground to the shortstop. Kudera up with it in time, over to Goki at second. He's out at second, over to first in time for a 6-4-3 double play. That ends the inning, but Watertown puts 2 more on the board. Yankton has to have an answer here in the bottom of the third. They trail 5-0 on KYNT and KYN TV. We're back in 1 minute with the Yankton Bucks at the plate.
If it's time to review the look of the signage of your business, let Mayor Signs help. They offer all types of signs, including exterior and interior signage, fleet wraps, digital signs, and much more. They also do logo creation and vehicle wraps. Their technicians arrive on site, fully equipped to get the installation done with quality workmanship. With the latest tools and technology, Mayor Signs provides high-quality installation service for any sign. Contact Mayor Signs today on 4th and Broadway in Yankton.
Right now, Moody Motors in Ibera has 6 expeditions on hand, ranging from brand new to a 2012 priced at only $13,900. Other SUVs on hand include a 2014 GMC Denali, a 2014 Buick Enclave, and a 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee L with the 3rd seat. The right vehicle at the right price is what you'll find right here at Moody Motors in Ibera. You're in the mood for Moody.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN TV. Yankton needs to get the bats going here in the bottom of inning number 3. It'll be Christian Weir to lead things off, the 8-hitter. Yankton trailing 5-0 to Watertown. This one, Chopper, right side of the infield, up with it in time at second base, over to first for out number 1. Decent contact from Weir there, but right at the second baseman. And that'll bring the 9-hitter Simon Kampshoff to the plate.
Simon Kampshoff.
McClemens quick into his windup. And Kampshoff fouls that one off of the umpire. He seems to be okay. Went off of his mask. That one didn't miss by much, but it missed inside for a ball. Kampshoff now with a 1-1 count. That one's in there from McClemens. 78 on the gun officially. They always talk about perceived miles per hour, and being 6'5" with a long reach, it can add a perception of about 4 or 5 extra miles per hour on your fastball. And that one came in at 83. McClemens rearing back a little bit. This one into left field, Simon Kampshoff with a base knock. Second hit of the game for the Yankton Bucks. A 1-out base runner for the top of the order as Beck Ronken is coming up to the plate. Ball gets away from the second baseman on the throw in, but nowhere for Kampshoff to go. He stays at first.
Pitcher, number 2, Beck Ronken.
Beck Ronken, first pitch swinging to lead off this game in the bottom of the first, but ended up being an out for him. It was a well-hit ball, but right at a defender. Here's the first pitch of this at-bat. He takes it for strike 1. McClemens coming set on the mound. Kampshoff leading off of first base. In there for strike 2, and Ronken upset a little bit with that call. Probably hopeful he gets some calls like that when he goes back out on the mound, but 0-2 count to Ronken. And make it a 1-2 count as that one misses outside for a ball. I feel like Yankton needs 1 or 2 in this bottom of the third to really initiate their comeback. They're down 5-0. As Watertown hung back-to-back crooked numbers. 2 in the top of the second, 2 in the top of the third. They led things off with a run in the top of the first. 2-2 count here now to Ronken. And he takes strike 3 looking. McClemens pumps it by him for the punch out. 2 down now in the inning, and that's going to bring Sam Goki to the plate with a runner on first. Samuel Goki, the reigning Class A Player of the Year, and we get to say that for another year. Back-to-back, first time ever. They need him to have a big moment here. Half-hearted attempt, didn't go around, but it's a called strike anyway. .32 pitches now on the scoreboard for McClemens. Here's his 33rd, and Goki swings through it for strike 2. And after hitting 82 to 83 on a couple pitches in a row, really pulled the string on that one. 73 on the changeup. Definitely had Goki out in front. That one misses the zone for a ball. 1-2 count, but you can waste a pitch in an 0-2. McClemens working very efficiently here. If he's able to get out on this pitch, he'd only be through 3 innings with 35 pitches thrown. Goki, chopper, left side of the infield. Up with it at shortstop is Bisker. He goes over to the short play at second for the out. 6-4 fielder's choice ends the 3rd inning. No runs, no errors, 1 hit, nobody and 1 runner technically left on base. We go to the top of inning number 4. Yankton trails 5-0, and Watertown will look to add to their lead when we come back in 1 minute. This is Yankton Bucks Baseball, KYNT, KYN-TV.
It's sandal season at Boston Shoes to Boots, and we are fully loaded on new inventory and classic favorites. From popular brands like Birkenstock, Chaco, Keen, Atrex, Dansko, Sorel, and so much more. Find the perfect fit and step into something new this season. Boston Shoes to Boots, open 6 days a week, located in the heart of downtown on Cedar Street. See you soon, shoe lovers.
Yankton Thrive believes Yankton works better together. We all know that when our local businesses grow, tourism thrives, jobs expand, and investment follows, our whole community benefits. Through partnerships, shared goals, and collaboration, we're building a stronger future for Yankton together. You can learn how Yankton Thrive is connecting people, ideas, and opportunities by going online to yanktonsd.com. Yankton Thrive, because Yankton works better together.
Beck Reichen's day is done on the mound here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Take a look at his final stats momentarily, but first, the new man on the mound is Boston Frick working out of the bullpen and does not leave a lot of options for a starter in the next game. The other guys who have started close to as many games, Chase Cooley has started just as many as Boston Frick this season, and right behind him is Ryan Turner. So those are the two guys, if Yankton makes the state championship, could get the start in game 2. But right now, the entire focus is on winning in the semifinals as they trail 5-0 here on KYNT and KYN-TV after the first 3 frames. Looking at the final box score for Beck Reichen on the mound. 3 innings pitched, gave up 7 hits, 5 runs, only 3 of them earned through 46 pitches for 32 total strikes. Did not issue a walk, did not get a punch out. Get your Boston Frick season stats here momentarily as he will be greeted by Ashton Rabine, the first baseman. Boston Frick on the season, 21 2/3 innings pitched. He's faced 95 batters, a 3-0 record. 4 earned runs given up, 18 strikeouts to 5 walks. As he finds the zone for strike 1 on Rabine there. 66 on the gun. Definitely a different look. And Frick forces a foul tip there. Boston Frick, not a power pitcher. Much more effective with his placement, his movement on his pitches, and also for, and I say this lovingly, just a bit of a goofy sidearm motion. Some guys can't pick it up well out of the hand, and that helps them a lot and leaves that one out a little bit too far outside for ball 1. But rounding out Boston's stats on the season, a 1.29 ERA, a 1.1 whip. He has a batting average against of .224. The 1-2 chopper, 2 hops to the third baseman. It's Kampshoff up with it in time, over to first. for the out. And Sam Goki now playing first base. They had to shift some things around because they still want Beck Reichen in the lineup. So they had to burn their DH. Easton Fieser goes out to right field. Sam Goki goes to first base. Jackson Cooter at second base. Beck Reichen to shortstop. Boston Frick to the mound. And Gavin Johnson still behind the plate. Simon Kampshoff at third. Carter Boomsman at left. And Tate Bestie at center. That's how they line up right now. 1 up, 1 down for Frick here in the top of inning number 4. Here's another ground ball left side of the infield. It's Reichen up with it across the diamond in time for out number 2. A pair of quick outs for Boston Frick here in the top of inning number 4.
Now batting left fielder number 7, Cole Hansen.
Cole Hansen was the first run of this game back in the top of the first for Watertown. The first of 5 now for the Arrows as he fouls this one away. A little late around on it. Second pitch misses outside for a ball. It's a 2-1 count now to Cole Hansen. And Frick, after getting 2 up, 2 down to start things off. A bit of a trouble spot with Hansen. Good at bat from him. Now a 3-1 count. Here's the 3-1 from Frick as he comes set on the mound. He'll kick and deal. And ball 4. They grant Hansen first base on the walk. So after starting this half inning 2 up, 2 down, Hansen's able to work his way to first. We saw him take off for second back in the first inning. We'll see if that is on the docket potentially again. First pitch from Frick in there for strike 1. This is Jackson Follick at the plate for Watertown. Finds himself in an 0-1 count. Top inning number 4. Yankton trails Watertown 5-0 in the state semifinals. This one back up the middle from Follick. Sliding effort from Reichen over to first. In time at first. What a play for the Yankton Bucks in the infield. Beck Reichen gets it across the diamond in the nick of time to get the 3rd out of the top of the 4th. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 runner gets left on base. We go to the bottom of the inning number 4. Yankton trails 5-0. We'll see if they can cut into it when we come back. This is Yankton Bucks Baseball, KYNT, KYN TV. We're back in 60 seconds.
Car troubles never happen at a convenient time. Whether you find yourself with a flat tire, dead battery, breakdown, or in an accident, call Gary's Towing. They've been helping drivers in the Yankton area for over 50 years with light, medium, and heavy towing. Family owned and operated Gary's Towing is the name you can count on, day or night. Call Gary, Mike, or Mason at 605-665-4351. Gary's Towing, where experience means reliability.
Water isn't supposed to be in floors or in ceilings, but leaks and accidents happen.
If that happens, you should call FloorTech Cleaning and Restoration.
They clean it up and restore your home. From burst pipes to unexpected leaks, FloorTech Cleaning and Restoration responds fast. 24/7 proudly serving Yankton, Mitchell, Norfolk, Sioux Falls, and beyond. If your home or floor is wet, call FloorTech.
KYNT, Yankton, FM 1021 and AM 1450.
Easton Fieser rips the first pitch of the bottom of the 4th into right field, right as we're coming back live here from Ronken Field. The future Dakota State Trojan gets a leadoff base runner for Yankton. They find themselves in a hole here, 5-0. And it had been smooth sailing so far on the mound for Jackson McClemens. But a leadoff runner here, and a fly ball into right field for Gavin Johnson. Follick getting underneath of it. He'll glove it in foul territory for out number 1. Looking at McClemens' day so far.
Center fielder number 25, Tate Bessie.
Now through 3 1/3 innings pitched, he's given up 3 hits, no runs, 2 strikeouts. 36 total pitches, 24 of them for strikes. Showing bunt here is Tate Bestie, gets it down. McClemens up with it over to first base. Not in time, Tate Bestie beat it. It was a close play at the bag, and Tate Bestie legs it out for another base runner. 2 on now for Yankton as Carter Boomsma steps into the batter's box. 2 on, 1 out. Bottom of inning number 4. Yankton's bats have been pretty quiet so far today. They just doubled their hit total, and Boomsma sends this one on a line out to center field. It is gloved, though. It was more of a looper out to right center. Gloved by the right fielder, Follick, for out number 2. And now here comes Jackson Kudera.
Number 4, Jackson Kudera.
Big moment for the sophomore in Kudera. The wind's starting to pick up a little bit here at Ronken Field. Kudera swings through the first pitch for strike 1. Kudera on a line, gloved at third. Hard hit ball, but the third baseman was there to snag it, saving a run and keeping it a 5-0 ball game. We head to the top of the 5th. Yankton trails 5-0 here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Watertown at the plate when we come back in 60 seconds.
I'm Chris, the plant accountant here with Parker of Yankton. So let's do some math. 40 hours a week, 52 weeks a year, that's 2,080 hours. With our night shift pay differential of $2.35 an hour, that comes out to over $400 extra in your pocket every month. Nearly $5,000 extra dollars a year, just for working the same job on a different shift. Same work, same team, just more in your paycheck. Join us and let the math work in your favor. Learn more at parker.com/careers.
Parker, engineering your success.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. CoreTrust helps your business thrive with checking, online bill pay, small business loans, credit card processing, local approval and support for government grants and loans, investments to grow your hard-earned assets, and insurance to protect them. All from CoreTrust, the community bank that's right down the street and everywhere you want us to be. Visit CoreTrustBank.com today.
Member FDIC.
Boston Frick back on the mound for his 2nd inning of work for the Yankton Bucks. Yankton finds themselves down 5-0 here in the top of the 5th. They did just hold Watertown scoreless for the first time in the top of the 4th. Trying to do the same here. Watertown, 5 runs on 7 hits, no errors for them. Yankton's committed 2 errors. They got no runs on 4 hits. Those hits for the Bucks belonging to Sam Goki, Easton Feeser, Tate Bestie, and Simon Kampshoff. Carter Bisker and Sam Olson have been the studs for Watertown so far. Each of them have 2 hits. Olson has an RBI. Both of them have scored runs. Also hits on the game for Cole Hansen, Jackson Follick, and Marcus Pitkin. And it will be Pitkin to lead things off here in this half inning. First pitch to Pitkin missed for a ball. It's a 1-0 count here from Frick. That one inside as well, ball 2. Frick winds up the 2-0 home, bounces for ball 3. And now Pitkin most likely got to keep that red light on. Even on a middle. Frick now at 15 pitches. Finds himself down on the count 3-0. The 3-0 home. In there for strike 1 to Pitkin. Frick trying to battle back here after being down on the count 3-0 just a few moments ago. He'll let go the 3-1. It's a ground ball left side of the infield. 3 hops to Ronken. Up with it in time. Over to Goki at first. Has to elevate for it, but it's in time for out number 1. Not used to not seeing Easton Fieser over there at first base, but obviously the switches in the field had to be made. Fieser's playing right field. That's going to bring Jonathan Lake to the plate for Watertown. 4 of the 5 batters Boston Frick has faced, he has retired. Frick fires home outside for ball 1. '18th pitch of the game for Frick. Becker Eichen got the start and gave up a couple hits combined with a couple errors in the field. Really blemished his day more than I think he deserved. That one's in there for strike 1 from Frick. Frick comes set for the 1-1 home. Lake stares him down. That one chopped off the home plate and missed by Gavin Johnson, but it rolls foul. No, it's ruled a fair ball. Hit off the plate. Wait, no. Now he says foul ball. Okay. There's a very delayed foul ball call. I'm trying to understand. It was smacked off the plate, rolled out into the field, had backspin on it, got away from everybody, and went out of play. Johnson did not touch it on its way back behind the bag. Interesting play there, but just re-rack him for a 1-2. Frick comes set. The 1-2 home. Foul and back into the net. We'll do it again. Drew Lawrence coming out of the first base coaching box to, or first base dugout, excuse me. Snag that foul ball. That one low and away for a ball. 2-2 count now to Jonathan Lake, the catcher for Watertown. Outside for a ball. 3-2 count now. Good way to battle here from Lake. He was in a 1-2 for a while, a couple foul balls, and then now has worked it back to a full count. And swung through that one, though. Frick gets the last laugh in the end with the strikeout. Ball goes around the horn in the infield, and that's going to bring the next man to the plate, Carter Bisker.
Shortstop, number 2, Carter Bisker.
Bisker's made a couple good plays out at short for Watertown so far today, and he's also been a key player at the plate. Pair of hits for him. Scored a run as well. Strike 1, past him there from Frick. 25th pitch of the day for Boston Frick. Taking his time. Now he comes set for the 26th. Yankton trails 5-0 here. Bisker pops this one up. It's a looper into shallow left field. Ronken calls off Boomsma for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Watertown in that half inning. Boston Frick making quick work. Still 5-0. Yankton's got to get the bats going when we come back. This is Yankton Bucks Baseball. KYNT, KYN-TV. Back in 1 minute.
Introducing the all-new Glow Vitality Bar at Glow Aesthetics Med Spa. Quick, effective in-office injections and IV therapies designed to support energy, immunity, recovery, and overall wellness in minutes. From NAD+ and glutathione for cellular support and glow, to B complex boosts, hydration drips, and fast-acting nausea or pain relief. We make feeling better simple and convenient. Need a quick energy reset, recovering from travel or a long week? It's time to glow. Glow Vitality Bar at Glow Aesthetics Med Spa.
There's a moment in every real estate deal that matters more than the contract. It usually happens at a kitchen table. Maybe it's a young couple realizing they can actually afford their first home. Maybe it's a family deciding it is time to build something new. At the Move Group, that's the moment we work for. Not the commission, not the closing. The moment a person looks up and says, "We can do this." That's the Move Group. So move with Mason and the Move Group.
Move with Mason.
The Bucks were able to keep their designated hitter when they moved players around out in the field. So Christian Weir will hit in place of the pitcher Boston Frick. And Weir's first pitch, he sends it foul into the crowd down there down the first baseline. Hope everybody's okay. Jackson McClemens into his 5th inning of work now. He's kept him scoreless through 4. This one's a ground ball left side of the infield. Third baseman up with it in time over to first, and Christian Weir retired by about a foot. Making that play was Kane Everson over at third base. It's going to bring Simon Kamshoff to the plate, the third baseman in his own right. Had a base knock last time he stepped up to the dish. We'll see what he's got here. First pitch swinging right into the glove of the third baseman. Everson with another great play over there at third. Yankton, if you remember back to the bottom of the 4th inning, had 2 runners on. We're knocking on the door, potentially pushing one across for the first time today, and it was a line drive right at Everson that ended that inning. And now a ground ball and a line drive. Everson's factored into the first 2 outs at the bottom of the 5th. And Yankton now only has 7 outs remaining potentially on their season. Beck Ronken takes ball 1 there. Only 45 pitches thrown so far for McClemens. He's been very efficient on the mound today. Here's the 46th, fouled off by Ronken. Fouled that off of himself. It's a 1-1 count now. The 1-1 outside, ball 2. Ronken, his first 2 trips to the plate, he was first pitch swinging and put good contact on both of them. They ended up right back at a defender. There's a strike call there from McClemens. It's a 2-2 count, 74 on the radar. And Ronken gets underneath this one. It is an infield fly looping towards the first baseman, and it is gloved for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Bucks. The Watertown Arrows 6 outs away from appearing in the state championship. Yankton back on the field when we come back. This is Yankton Bucks Baseball, KYNT, KYN-TV. The Bucks trail 5-0.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT and RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. Visit mtrcsmithinsurance.com.
At Vision Care Associates, we're always improving our technology for the health of your eyes. With OptiMap dilation-free exams, you get a comprehensive view of your retina without the need for dilation eye drops. It's quick, easy, and best of all, it keeps your day interruption-free. OptiMap captures a detailed image of your eye, helping to detect any problems. No blurriness, no discomfort, just clear, precise results. Book your OptiMap exam now.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes
first. Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. It'll be the second baseman, Sam Olson, leading things off this half inning for the Arrows. They lead 5-0. They have 7 hits on the game. But they've been held scoreless in the last 2 innings thanks to Boston Frick on the mound. He's into his 3rd inning of work now. He leaves that one low and away, though, for ball 1. Left-handed hitter for Olson. Seen him make some good contact so far today. The 1-0 swung on and missed there, and Olson just misjudged that one. It's a good breaking ball from Boston Frick. 72 on the gun as well, with quite a bit of movement. Here's the 1-1. Low for a ball. 2-1 count now to Olson. Here's the 2-1 home now. That does find a home in the zone. Strike 2 from Frick. Now it's worked back to a 2-2 count. That was the 30th pitch of the day for Boston Frick, so at that point you expect Yankton just to ride him to the end of this game. The 2-2 fouled off the catcher Johnson. Keep it at 2-2. If Yankton is able to complete the comeback in this one, Boston Frick would not be available in the championship game as he has now eclipsed 30 pitches. So most likely you'd see Chase Cooley get the start, but I know that's not what Yankton's thinking about at all right now. They want to win this game. Can't do anything in the state championship if you fall in the semifinal. Everybody's okay after checked on Johnson for a moment after he took that one. 2-2 now from Frick. He will fire home for strike 3. Got him looking on that one. Found the outer half for the punch out for Boston Frick.
Now batting number 24, designated hitter, Max Sears.
It's going to bring the DH, Max Sears, to the plate. Ashton Rabine steps into the on-deck circle. And they're going to say he went around for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 home. Boston Frick low and away for a ball. It's a 1-1 count now to the DH for Watertown. The Arrows, they've been the fun story so far of the state tournament. You knock off the #1 seed Harrisburg Tigers last night in a 4-3 barn burner. Now you're taking Yankton to the limit. This is a high fly ball near the left field fence. It is gone. Sears tower power for Max Sears as he sends it over the left field fence. 6-0 Watertown leads. There's real first good contact that Watertown's been able to get off of Boston Frick, and unfortunately for him, it was pulled about 330 over the left field wall. It's 320 to the corners. That was near the flagpole here, which as Rabine pulls that one foul down the left field line. 6-0 now your score. Watertown leads. And the Arrows, their first run since the top of the third inning here. Swung through a miss there by Rabine. Quick 0-2 hole that he's in. Boston Frick battling back well. Here's the 0-2. Foul tipped. We'll have to do it again. That one goes off the dugout fence here at Ronken Field. This is a great facility here at Augustana. It's got the softball field just to our right, the football field in the background over the left field fence. As this one is skied up, and that one is going to land with us on the concourse. Look out. I hope everybody's okay. It ended up underneath. Everybody's okay down there. We're good to go. That one came right back at us here on this little balcony they got off of the side of the press box. That one misses low for a ball. 1-2 count now to Ashton Rabine. Frick comes set on the mound. Here's the 1-2. Into left field, diving effort from Simon Kamshoff, but does not get a glove on it. It's a 1-2 single and a 1-out base runner.
Now batting third baseman number 6, Kane Everson.
That's going to bring Kane Everson to the plate, who's been a busy guy in the field today. He's snagged a couple line drives down that left field line and factored into some ground balls as well across the diamond. See what we can do here at the plate. Working with a 6-0 lead, 1 out in the top of the 6th. And Everson flares it down the right field line. Playable in foul territory, but just out of reach for Easton Feeser. Chasing after that one. Yankton, when they come back to the plate, will be down to their final 6 outs. They need to keep this as close as possible. And they got to get the bats going. Frick comes set for the 0-1 home. Just outside for a ball. 1-1 count now. The 1-1 from Frick. In there, strike number 2. You can feel the energy really sapped out of the Yankton side of things here, but a good half inning at the plate could change that. Sliding effort from Ronken at short, throws it back across the diamond, just safe. Everson's able to beat it out. What a play though from Beck Ronken deep in the hole. You got to tip your cap to the shortstop, but
Now heading left fielder, number 7, Cole Hansen.
Everson beats it out. And now the top of the order comes up for Watertown. It's Cole Hansen. He led things off with a base knock in the first inning, and it really set the tone for Watertown. He was pushed around to score. That was the only run in the first. They put 2 more on the board in the second and the third, and then we're scoreless in the fourth and the fifth, but have one up now here in the sixth. A solo home run from Max Sears. Oh, 1 counter for a first pitch strike from Boston Frick. That one fouled off the backstop and saved in the on-deck circle by Follick. 0-2 count now here for Hansen. Only 1 down in the inning. Yankton would love a double play ball to end this inning. Got it here with minimal damage. Watertown's got 6 runs on 10 hits, and this one is skied out to shallow right field. Kudera calls off Feeser to glove it. Runners stay where they are at first and second. 2 down now here in the top of the 6th.
Now batting number 23, right fielder, Jackson Follick.
Jackson Follick, the right fielder, will come to the plate now for Watertown. That one low and away for a ball. It's a 1-0 count. Feels like the last couple years in these state tournaments, for high school and Legion, there's been a lower seeded team that just sneaks up on people. Remember the Brookings State Tournament for Legion a few years ago. Bobcats got an automatic bid as the host. They were one of the bottom half seeds. They made a bit of a run in it. Or I should say, not the Bobcats, but Brookings Post. Looks like we're getting a mound visit here. So that's the 50 pitch mark for Boston Frick. Drew Lawrence going to talk to his man on the mound. The only run on the board so far against Boston Frick was a solo shot over the left field fence. Doesn't look like they're going to take the ball from Frick here, so we'll keep it right here with them. And that was a quick conversation on the mound. Before I could even really gather my bearings, Drew Lawrence hustling off the bump. Frick set for the 2-0. He'll let it go home and make it a 3-0 count. And now Boston Frick in danger of walking the bases loaded for Marcus Pitkin in the on-deck circle. Jackson Follick at the plate. Frick comes set. He'll kick, send it home, low and away for ball 4, and the bases are now loaded for the Watertown Arrows.
Center fielder number 22, Marcus Pitkin.
Frick will fire home. First pitch to Pitkin, misses the zone for a ball. It's a 1-0 count here. Top of inning number 6. Yankton trails 6-0. Bases loaded. Watertown's got those 6 runs off of 10 hits. They've been aided by a couple of errors by the Bucks. Yankton 0 runs on their 4 hits. There's a strike in there for Frick. Make it a 1-1 count. That was number 54 on the pitch count for Boston Frick. Came in relief in the top of the 4th. Had 2 scoreless innings before giving up his first run earlier in the top of the 6th. Now one fouled back. Out of play for a strike. Make the count 1-2 now for Pitkin. Frick ready to rock and fire. The 1-2 home. Misses the zone for a ball. 2-2 count. Frick has really slowed it down here since loading the bases and misses the spot with that one. 3-2 count. There's nowhere to put Marcus Pitkin. Frick with the runners in motion. Pitkin chops it back to the mound. Frick up with it over to first base in time. Boston Frick is able to strand the bases loaded, but one run does come home on a solo home run over the left field fence. The deficit now stands at 6-0 for the Yankton Bucks. They try to cut into it when we come back, and they only got 6 outs left potentially in their high school season. Back in 1 minute here on KYNT.
Spring is here and the games are just getting started. From baseball season in full swing to NHL and even golf, At the Bar has it all on. Add in local matchups and more, and there's always a game worth watching. With TVs everywhere and a welcoming hometown feel, it's the perfect place to kick back and enjoy the game. So bring your friends, settle in, and be part of the crowd, where every cheer feels a little louder and every moment a little better together. You can watch the game anywhere, but the real fans gather at the Bar in downtown Yankton.
Text scams continue to rise, and victims who have lost money to these scams continues to increase. Consumers cannot rely on a text message to be truthful. If you receive a message regarding a fine for missing jury duty, your utilities being shut off for non-payment, toll road fines, or you've won a sweepstakes, these are scams designed with an urgency and the need to send money now. Do not respond to these texts, and you should contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986. That's 800-300-1986 for the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division.
Sam Goki will lead things off here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Goki, the first ever back-to-back Class A Player of the Year for baseball. He takes ball 1 there, and they need him to be a star right now and get something going as Yankton trails 6-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. This already has been a historic season in recent memory for the Bucks, as this one's ripped into center field for a base knock. Sam Goki, a leadoff base runner for the Bucks to bring up Easton Feeser as they trail 6-0. But Yankton in the Final Four of the state tournament for the first time since, if what I've been told is correct, 2010. So 16 years for the high school state tournament anyway. You know, they've been one and done the last 2 years for sure. As Feeser sends this one into left field on a line, but it will be gloved for out number 1. Goki runs back to first base. That's going to bring Gavin Johnson to the plate. Feeser got just a little too far underneath that one.
The catcher, Gavin Johnson.
1 down in the inning for Gavin Johnson. Sam Goki leads off of first. Tate Bestie into the on-deck circle. First pitch in there for strike 1 to Johnson. That should put Carter Boomsma in the hole. Have Jackson Cooter waiting after him. The 0-1 from Jackson McClemens. Hard grounder over to the third baseman. Everson bobbles it. Nobody's going to be out on the play. Johnson safe at first. Goki safe at second. And after a handful of fantastic plays from Everson, his first mistake of the day and the first error against the Arrows leads to 2 runners on. And Will Sager's going to come out to run for Gavin Johnson.
Now running at first base for the Bucks, number 8, Will Sager. Batting number 25, Tate Bestie.
Tate Bestie now to the plate. First pitch home to him is in there for strike 1. 80 on the gun for Jackson McClemens. That was just his 56th pitch. Averaging just over 10 pitches per inning. That one bends in there. A front door breaking ball at 70. Finds the zone and puts Bestie in an 0-2 hole. And swung through that one for strike 3. A big bounce back punch out there for McClemens after the air in the field behind him.
Left fielder number 1, Carter Boomsma.
2 down with 2 on, and Carter Boomsma comes to the plate. The Bucks now down to 4 outs in their high school season. McClemens finds the zone on that one for strike 1. The 0-1 home. Strike 2. McClemens really finding his rhythm after that error. Here's the 0-2 home. Boomsma gloved by the second baseman. Thought it was going to get over his head, but a good play at second by Olsen ends the inning. Yankton strands 2 runners on. They still trail 6-0, and they'll try to keep it that way in the top of the 7th. We'll come back in 1 minute with Watertown at the plate. This is Yankton Bucks Baseball, KYNT, KYN-TV.
A local business owner came into the UPS store with a large shipment of products for his online store. While they packed everything securely, he asked if they could also handle the international shipping. The answer? Of course they can! For over 9 years, the UPS store in Yankton has been helping business owners with both their printing and shipping needs. Whether you're sending a package across town or across the globe, they've got you covered. So stop by the UPS store in Yankton and ask about them about their shipping services or current print specials.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
When pain or injury slows you down, waiting isn't an option. That's why Yankton Medical Clinic Orthopedic Walk-in Care is available Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, right here in Yankton. No appointment is needed. Just walk in and you will be seen. It's faster access to the expert care that you deserve from doctors who live and invest in this community. We're not just your doctors, we're your neighbors. I'm Dr. Brent Adams, orthopedic surgeon with the Yankton Medical Clinic. I'm proud to call Yankton home. We're your orthopedic team and we're here for you.
New man on the mound for the Yankton Bucks. Chase Cooley going to get work here on the top of the 7th inning. The Bucks find themselves down 6-0 in the top of the 7th, and Cooley's going to try to make sure it stays at 6, heading into the bottom of the 7th, and one last chance at the plate for Yankton. Excuse my hiccup there, as strike 1 pumped in there by Cooley. This one popped up over our heads and out of play.
Grab that foul ball, bring it to the front gate.
Taking a look at Chase Cooley. First, let's take a look at Boston Frick as his day is done on the mound. 3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. 2 strikeouts to 2 walks. For Frick, through 58 pitches, 35 for strikes. Here's a ground ball left side of the infield. Kamshoff up with it across the diamond in time to Goki for out number 1. 1 up, 1 down here in the top of the 7th for Chase Cooley.
Now batting number 2, shortstop, Carter Fisker.
And Chase Cooley, third on the team in strikeouts with 27, but he is the only guy on the team with more strikeouts than innings pitched. He has been the strikeout guy for the Yankton Bucks this season. Check that. Goki actually has a couple more strikeouts than innings pitched. So, but Sam Goki does everything at such an elite level. But Chase Cooley has been a very good pitcher, mixing in with Ronken, with Frick, with Goki obviously on the mound as that kind of four-headed monster of starters. Here's the 1-0 home from Cooley. Slapper to left side of the infield, out of reach for Kamshoff. It's a ground ball single for Bisker. Finds the gap between short and third. And that's going to bring Sam Olsen to the plate.
Now batting number 5, second baseman Sam Olsen.
One runner on and 1 out now for Cooley. Olsen, the left-handed second baseman, stands pretty far back in the box as he takes strike one. Cooley staring down the runner over at first before he even gets back on the mound. Now he'll toe the rubber. Here's the 0-1 on its way. This one slapped into the glove at second base of Jackson Kudera, and the throwback to first. What a play! Jackson Kudera. Oh my Lord, I wish we had a replay for that one. Jackson Kudera jumped about 6 feet in the air, it felt like, gloved it, came back down to earth, and threw over to first to complete the double play. Oh my word, Jackson Kudera. That keeps it at a 6-run game. Yankton's got work to do, but a very fun moment there to end the top of the 7th. We're back in 1 minute with the bottom half. Yankton has their last chance potentially at the plate when we come back. This is Yankton Bucks Baseball, KYNT, KYN-TV.
Upgrading your home? That's a big moment. A happy, feel-good, we're getting a home office moment. When it's time to renovate or relocate for your growing family, our local FNBO mortgage lenders provide the personalized experience and expert guidance to make the home financing process go smoothly. We handle the details so you can focus on making the house your home. Your mortgage moment will be memorable, and FNBO is here to get you there. Visit our nearest branch or go to fnbo.com. Equal housing lender.
Are you on track to retire? I'm Adam Boelter, a certified financial planner with Vantage Financial, born and raised in Yankton, South Dakota. My team and I pride ourselves on building trust through clear, honest advice tailored to your unique goals. From retirement planning to smart tax strategies, we'll create a personalized plan to help you feel confident and secure about your financial future. Visit vfplanning.com or search Adam Boelter, Vantage Financial, to schedule a 15-minute call today.
Vantage Financial Partners is a registered investment advisor. SEC registration does not constitute an endorsement of Vantage by the SEC, nor does it indicate that Vantage has attained a particular level of skill or ability.
First pitch swinging is Jackson Kudera as we come back from our break. That one is foul down the right field line. It's $1 for any fan who brings it home down the right field line. Yankton's down to their final 3 outs here. They need 6 to force extras. They need 7 to walk it off here in the bottom of the 7th. It's a tall task, but we've seen the Yankton offense explode in a single inning before. But the best way to describe today on the mound for Jackson McClemens has been efficiency. This one slapped into right field, though. It's a leadoff base knock for Jackson Kudera. A great play on defense to end the top of the 7th, and now a leadoff single in the bottom half.
Number 7, designated hitter Christian Weir.
That's going to bring Christian Weir to the plate. Weir, the designated hitter today. He's had a couple well-timed swings, just end up being right at people. Takes strike one. McClemens comes set on the mound for the 0-1. Ground ball right side of the infield. This time scooped up by the first baseman. Weir trying to beat it out. McClemens covering the bag in time. It's a 3-1 putout. Rabine to McClemens. Weir almost beat it out, but Jackson Kudera is safe at second. A runner in scoring position, but now Yankton only down to 2 outs. Simon Kampshoff has had a couple good pieces today as well. The 9-hitter in the order. Beck Reichert on deck. Sam Goki in the hole. That's strike one past Kampshoff. Strike two. McClemens able to get him out in front there on the breaking ball. Kampshoff steps back into the box in an 0-2 count. McClemens trying to work through a complete game. He's gone through 6 1/3, and this is fouled near the parking lot. And that's why I parked far away. Re-rack him and do it again. It's an 0-2 count here to Simon Kampshoff. Kampshoff tips it back to the pitcher. Up with it in time is McClemens over to first. 2 outs. The Watertown Arrows 1 out away from going from the 8th seed to the state championship game. The outhouse to the penthouse, so to speak, potentially for the Watertown Arrows. Beck Reichen trying to start a rally, though, for Yankton. Their first run of the game, potentially 90 feet away. Ronken takes strike one from McClemens. McClemens working quickly. Fouled off by Ronken. It's an 0-2 count. Jackson McClemens and the Watertown Arrows, one pitch away from earning a spot against Brandon Valley and the state championship. Ronken comes set. McClemens into his windup. Inside for a ball. 1-2 count now to Ronken. Here's the 1-2. Ronken over the head of the shortstop. Yankton stays alive. An RBI single for Beck Ronken brings home the first run of the game for the Bucks. Jackson Kudera scoring on that play, and that's going to bring Sam Goki to the plate. Goki, the Class A Pitcher of the Year and overall Player of the Year. Back-to-back in that award. I know we've talked about it a lot, but if you do something for the first time ever, you're going to get talked about. He takes strike one. Here's the 0-1 home from McClemens. Runner takes off from first to second, and Ronken slides in safely. No throw down. It was a ball call as well. 1-1 count to Goki. Goki takes that one outside for a ball. 2-1 count now. To Yankton's first baseman now after starting the game at second. McClemens fires home. Goki into left field. It's a base hit. Ronken going to take the turn at third. He's heading home. The ball is bobbled in left field. Uncontested at home. An RBI single for Sam Goki and hold everything. This game's down to 6-2. This would be one of the most incredible two-out rallies I've ever seen. We'll see if Yankton can keep it moving. Easton Fieser steps into the box. McClemens to Fieser. Goki takes off. No one's covering the second base bag. It's a free base for him. All the focus right now is on Easton Fieser. The tying run is technically in the hole. Still a long way to go for Yankton. As Fieser takes strike one, it's a 1-1 count. Fieser takes that one for a ball. 2-1 count. Fieser has been the leader in RBIs this season for Yankton. He has been the power bat in the lineup. And he on a line, knocked down at second base, but not playable. Goki's going to take the turn at third. No, he'll hustle back to the bag. Runners at the corners now for Gavin Johnson. And the tying run into the on-deck circle represented by Tate Bestie with 2 outs. It looks like Watertown's going to take a mound visit here. McClemens had been cruising through the first 6 innings, but now a 2-out rally. Honestly, he was cruising through the first 6 2/3. Yankton refusing to roll over. We'll see if they take the ball from McClemens or if it's just a quick talk. Looks like they're going to stick with McClemens on the mound. Baseball can change quickly as the wind's starting to pick up here in Sioux Falls. Mound visit over for Watertown. The Arrows will stick it out there with McClemens. He's got 81 pitches on his pitch count. He was at 61 coming into the 7th inning, so by far his most active inning on the mound. And Gavin Johnson, a stalwart behind the plate for the Bucks, takes ball 1. McClemens to Johnson, fouled off. We're running now with a 1-1 count to Yankton's catcher. Runner at the corners. Runners at the corners. Fieser's on first. Goki's on third. And Johnson on the ground up the middle. Bisker scoop throw to second, and that will do it. Yankton has their season come to an end. The Watertown Arrows. Clock hasn't struck midnight on Cinderella this year in the baseball state tournament. The 8th seed goes on to the state championship. They'll take on the number 2 seeded Brandon Valley Lynx. Yankton, unfortunately, has their high school season come to an end here today. in the state semifinals. It's a fantastic season for the Bucks. They'll finish at 21-5 overall. We'll talk more about it in our post-game report, break down this game, and hear from head coach Drew Lawrence as well. That's coming up in a couple minutes. We're back in 3 minutes here on for your post-game report on KYNT and KYN-TV. Yankton falls in the state semifinals, 6-2 to Watertown. Back in 3 minutes.
If you want a job where your work matters, you belong at Avera. Here, we've invested in our workforce because every Avera team member drives our health ministry forward, making a difference in lives and communities every day. We offer competitive pay, great health insurance, and even career opportunities. We're putting people first, including you. Search for local job openings and apply at avera.org/careers.
In nearly every family's lineage, there's a tie to agriculture. It's a legacy reflected in how we raise our kids, help our neighbors, and respect what we have. Farmers Union Insurance was built on that legacy. And while our roots are in agriculture, our protection has grown to include home, auto, business, health, and life. Protect your legacy. Farmers Union Insurance.
If you've been suffering from chronic pain or a recent injury, check us out, Lane, Reed, and Cole Sawatsky at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab.
We offer a wide variety of treatments and techniques, including dry needling, cupping, chiropractic adjustments, and sports rehabilitation.
Our mission is to ensure an individualized and efficient treatment plan to get you back on your feet.
From ankle sprains and sports injuries to neck pain and headaches, we've got your back.
Give us a call or book an appointment on our website. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy.
Located on Summit Street across from the high school.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Rhonda Westland, right here in Yankton, can switch you over so you can start saving today. Rhonda and her team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Rhonda Westland, it's easy to switch and save. Just give her a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It's easy to fall into the weekend warrior routine. A long hike, a hard gym session, a pickup game, or a full day of yard work can feel productive until your body reminds you it hasn't been building up to that load. This is Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson with First Chiropractic Centers. Injuries often happen when the demand suddenly outpaces what your joints and muscles are prepared for. Want to stay active without the setbacks? Visit First Chiropractic Centers today with offices in Yankton, Hardington, Tyndall, and Wagner, inspiring and empowering others to healthier living.
When it comes to Medicare, you deserve local, personal help, not a call center. I'm Jen Great with Missouri River Associates, right here in your community. I'll sit down with you, answer your questions, and help you find the coverage that fits your life. Call 665-6885 to schedule your free consultation. Missouri River Associates, your hometown Medicare resource.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. This is Yankton Bucks baseball, wrapping up the season for the Yankton Bucks. Start time for the state championship has been announced at 8:30. The Brandon Valley Lynx, number 2 seed, after an impressive performance earlier today over Sioux Falls Jefferson. They'll take on the Watertown Arrows, who have been this year's Cinderella, coming from the 8th seed all the way to the state championship game. And they weren't a traditional 8th seed. They were a very, very good team. A lot of teams in this class had the ability to compete at the highest level, and Watertown proving that today. Our final score for the Yankton-Watertown matchup is 6-2. Yankton falling, their season coming to an end, 21-5 overall on the season, as they turn their attention to the Legion year now, here shortly. Looking at the final stats from this game, courtesy of Mayor Signs. If it's time to review the look of your business's signage, let Mayor Signs help. They offer all types of signs, including lit, non-lit, digital, and much more. Contact Mayor Signs today. They're on 4th and Broadway in Yankton. Final stats, just going top to bottom in the batting order. Beck Reichen, 1 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI. Sam Goki, 3 for 4 with an RBI. Easton Fieser goes 2 for 4. Tate Bestie 1 for 3. Jackson Kudero 1 for 3 with a run scored. And Simon Kampshoff 1 for 3 on the day. On the mound, Beck Reichen started the game. He threw 3 innings, gave up 7 hits, 5 runs, 3 of them earned. He's credited with the loss. Boston Frick comes in, throws 3 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. 2 strikeouts to 2 walks. And Chase Cooley shuts him down in his final inning, keeps it scoreless in the top of the 7th. 1 inning pitched, 1 hit, no runs on 7 pitches. For the Watertown Arrows, Hansen had 1 hit, 1 run on 1 for 3 with a hit, 1 for 3 with a run and a walk. 1 for 3 for Follick with a run scored and a walk. Marcus Pitkin goes 1 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI. Jonathan Lake goes 0 for 3 but does drive in a run. Carter Bisker carried the big bat today. 3 for 4 with a run scored for him. Sam Olson 2 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI. Sears with the biggest hit of the day as he goes 1 for 3 with a home run, a solo shot that made it 6-0 for Watertown. Ashton Rabine goes 1 for 2 and Kane Everson goes 1 for 2. The only guy who didn't get a hit today for Watertown was Jonathan Lake, and he drove in a run. So everybody contributed today. Jackson McClemens goes the distance. He pitches a full 7 innings, 9 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 3 strikeouts to no walks. Your stat recap courtesy of Mayor Signs. Hopefully we can get a word with head coach Drew Lawrence here shortly, but until then, we're going to go to break, come back in a couple minutes, keep things rolling here on your post-game report courtesy of Mason Schramm and the Move Group.
There's a moment in every real estate deal that matters more than the contract. It usually happens at a kitchen table. Maybe it's a young couple realizing they can actually afford their first home. Maybe it's a family deciding it is time to build something new. At the Move Group, that's the moment we work for. Not the commission, not the closing. The moment a person looks up and says, "We can do this." That's the Move Group. People before transactions. Visit themovegroup.com.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT and RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. Visit mtrcsmithinsurance.com.
Does anyone in your family have macular degeneration? At Vision Care Associates, we are dedicated to delivering the highest standard of eye care, utilizing the latest medical advancements to protect and improve your vision. That's why we offer ZX Pro, a new technology that measures the risk for macular degeneration. ZX Pro is a test used to assess macular health before signs of macular degeneration even begin. Be proactive and schedule an appointment.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
From sprains to fractures, getting the right care quickly makes all the difference. That's why we offer Yankton Medical Clinic Orthopedic Walk-In Care, weekdays from 8 to 5. Walk in and be seen, no appointment needed. It's expert care, faster access, and a team that's part of your community. Because here, you're more than a patient, you're our neighbor. I'm Dr. Benjamin Lancaster, orthopedic surgeon with Yankton Medical Clinic. I'm proud to call Yankton home. We're your orthopedic team, and we're here for you.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. It's your post-game report courtesy of Mason Schramm and the Move Group. You buying or selling? Move with Mason and the Move Group. Yankton has their high school baseball season come to an end. A 21-5 final record for them. 6-2 your final score in the state semifinals as the Watertown Arrows keep dancing here. It was a great performance from Jackson McClemens on the mound for the Arrows through 6 scoreless innings. Gave up a couple runs in the 7th, but ended up not factoring in too much to the decision in the end. He goes the distance for the win on the mound. Let's go into your players of the game now for Yankton, starting on the offensive side of things. Your offensive player of the game, courtesy of Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Now we're going to give that one to the high school player of the year this year, Sam Goki. In a day where Yankton did manage to get 9 hits in the end, he had a third of them. 3 for 4 with an RBI for him, driving in one of Yankton's 2 runs. No strikeouts for him. Had 5 total bases. He's also going to get your hustler of the game, courtesy of H&H Roofing. H&H Roofing has got you covered. 5 total bases for Sam Goki. He's your offensive player of the game and your hustler of the game today. Defensive player of the game for some great plays over at second base, including one of the best double plays I've seen this year in Jackson Kudera over to end the top of the 7th inning. Skied up for a ball, brought it down, was able to land, and as he was falling down, fired a first on target to secure the double play. Great play from him on what could have ended up with runners at the corners, ended up runners nowhere in the end of the top of the 7th. Not just for that play alone, but for that on top of his amazing day. He's your defensive player of the game from Olson's Pest Technicians. Schedule preview courtesy of Parker Hannafin. Parker, engineering your success. Find out more about them at parker.com. Well, Legion season's coming up. First week of June, we'll start things off with the Legion baseball season. Lewis and Clark Classic coming to Yankton in a couple weeks. So Legion season's going to start going off pretty quickly here for the Yankton Bucks. And it's going to be a fun Legion year, obviously, for Yankton. The high school season comes to an end. It was an improvement this year, a state semifinal appearance. First time they were one of the Final Four teams in the state since 2010, I believe, is what I was told. So farthest they've made it in a while, but doesn't look. I can't find head coach Drew Lawrence. I know obviously end of season stuff. He's probably talking to a lot of parents, so I understand. We'll talk to him more throughout the summer still, going into the Legion season. So I'm going to give one final spiel of thank yous. If he comes up here before I'm done, then we will speak to him. But obviously, if he's busy, then we won't take up more of his time this evening as Yankton falls in the state semifinals. But I want to give a big thank you to Cash McDonald running the board back at KYNT Studios, as he did yesterday. Great job yesterday, great job again today, working with us on a flexible schedule. Little more on time today than we were yesterday. So thank you, Cash, for bearing with us throughout the state tournament these last couple of days. Big thank you to the South Dakota High School Baseball Association for allowing us to broadcast this tournament on KYNT and KYN TV. Of course, thanks to Riverfront Broadcasting, parent company here for KYNT, for allowing us to do this as well. Of course, thank you to our sponsors and you, the listener. Without you, this broadcast is not possible. And just as I was about to say something, here comes head coach Drew Lawrence. So we will have your post-game coach interview courtesy of Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance in just a couple moments. We'll speak with the head coach Drew Lawrence of the Yankton Bucks. He's making his way up the stairs now and was just about to wrap things up. So perfect timing here. 6-2 the final score. Yankton falls to Watertown in the state semifinals. Yeah, I was in the corner today, Coach. It was a little harder. I was more on the side where it'd be easier to see me yesterday, but put me in the corner today, and I'm glad we're still able to get you up here. I know it doesn't end how you guys want, but the first trip to the state semifinals in a long time for Bucks baseball at the high school level, and overall a fantastic season for you guys. You end 21-5 overall.
Yeah, really good record. I mean, the end of the season doesn't dictate how you did with the year. I mean, what else are you supposed to do in that game? I mean, we hit the ball harder than we have all year. Just happened to be at people. So sometimes baseball's stupid, and that's how it works out.
Yeah, it felt like there was a lot of that tonight. I know Simon Campshop. It felt like third base, Kane Everson for Watertown. He got his money's worth tonight. There were a lot of hard hit balls at him that he was able to snag on a line. There was a great play by Carter Bisker of Watertown, a shortstop at one point. That just felt like the name of the game, unfortunately. And even with those hard hit balls ending up at guys, you still ended the day with 9 hits.
Yeah,
so you were able to get there a little bit.
Yeah, we just didn't be able to do it at the right time until the end there. But you know, that's what the message was to the players. Like, what else are you supposed to do? Like, you hit the ball hard, and they made some plays. That's how it works sometimes. We made a few mistakes, but not really. I mean, we played pretty well overall. Just sometimes it doesn't work out the way you want it to.
Looking at, obviously, Sam Goki, your leader again today, as he has been all season. And throughout, it feels like most of his high school career, he goes 3 for 4 in his final high school game for the Bucks. Obviously, you'll have him for the Legion season, so we'll be calling more Sam Goki baseball just next week. But what can you say about him that hasn't already been said?
Yeah, I mean, good game by him, obviously, and he's a good player to have, and he's a good team leader. So all those things go hand in hand and help the team and help the entire program.
Looking ahead here for you, the Legion season starts, is it next week? Is it Brandon Valley, I believe, even?
I think we have Huron before that. We got a little break here. We got a little break where we're going to take some time off, and then we'll I think we play next Sunday, maybe. I'm not even sure. I haven't really looked. I know that I make the schedule, but I haven't really looked at it too much. We were too much focused on today. So
all the eggs were in the high school state tournament basket, and a team in Watertown that's making a good run right now, coming out as the 8th seed there in the state championship. Should be a good game between them. But Coach, I want to still say congratulations, making the state semifinals, first time in a long time for the program, and a very, very good year for your team. And if you have any final thoughts on the season before we head into the Legion year.
We're happy. We had a good year. Coaches love this team. They're fun to be around. They gel well together. They're a fun group. So we're happy that we get to keep playing in the Legion season with them.
Well, Coach, thank you for coming up not only today, but all season long and talking to us here for our post-game coach interviews. And we'll be speaking again here shortly once the Legion season rolls around.
Yep, appreciate the coverage as always.
It's head coach Drew Lawrence of the Yankton Bucks here on KYNT and KYN TV. That post-game coach interview from Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. That is going to wrap up our coverage of Bucks high school baseball this season. But the Legion season starting here very quickly. We're back in action just in the first week of June here on KYNT and KYN TV. When we're back at Riverside Field, we'll have video coverage again as well. Thank you one final time to Cash McDonald. He deserves another thank you for his work this weekend. And of course, thank you for tuning in to KYNT and KYN TV. I've been Brayden Butler. This has been Yankton Bucks Baseball on KYNT, 102.1 FM, AM 1450. Until next time, for Yankton on the diamond, stay safe, be good people, and have a great night, everybody. We'll talk at you later.